Session 66. Within the twisted reality of the Tilverton Scar, Much Obliged finds themselves navigating both physical dangers and mortal uncertainties. The magical devastation that once consumed a thriving trade city now hosts only shadows, warped magic, and the remnants of those who dared to investigate its mysteries. Their descent into the Scar alongside Lysandra has proven more complicated than anticipated. This is, indeed, the same woman who worked with Vayne Dracohorn in Thunderstone, who fled their justice after her associates' dark deeds came to light, yet, here in New Tilverton, she funds expeditions with genuine resources, coordinates search efforts with real competence, and shows what appears to be authentic concern for understanding what befell the missing researchers. While she seems to hold little hope of finding them alive, her dedication to uncovering their fate and continuing their work has earned her the trust of the townspeople. The woman they pursued as a villain has become a benefactor here, leaving them to wrestle with questions that have no easy answers. The old market square of Tilverton proved the first major discovery of their expedition. Within a pocket of strangely stable reality, they found the remnants of Professor Nightwind's research camp. But it was the ritual site that truly disturbed. 9 corpses arranged in a perfect symmetry around an obsidian pedestal, their hands pointed inwards as if channeling some terrible energy upward. When Corthyndahast risked his sight to pierce the magical veil, he witnessed something that should not exist. A ley line, severed and frayed like a cut rope. The implications of such impossibility weigh heavily as you continue your investigation. Now, you make your way north through the ruins, seeking the survey location Lysandra mentioned. When one of her expedition members let slip that this wasn't the route they'd taken before, it raised eyebrows. Whether she's pursuing her own agenda or simply exploring new areas remains unclear, but it's another uncertainty in a place already full of them. The Scar presses in around you with its wrongness. Shadows move without sources. Distances stretch and contract without warning, and the very air seems to resist your passage. The twisted remnants of buildings loom like broken teeth against the swirling darkness above. A low growl cuts through the unnatural silence. Hounds made of shadow and ash emerge from the ruins like living darkness. One behind an overturned cart, 2 more from a collapsed storefront. Another pair flanking from the rubble-strewn alleys. You are surrounded. At the head of the pack stands a massive beast whose shoulders rise above the others. Its eyes burn with a cold intelligence that speaks of more than animal cunning. Where the other mastiffs seem made of shadow-given form, this one appears more solid, more real, and more dangerous. Its presence emboldens the pack, their growls rising to a hungry chorus. The circle tightens. There will be no avoiding this confrontation. Welcome back to Cormyr, in the Year of Purple Dragons. Roll initiative.
There's no combat encounter in your currently viewed scene.
Oi, 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 go.
In it. There it is. Is there a way for me to add an item to my combat HUD as a weapon?
Yeah, so right above your character, do you see the sets of 2 squares in the HUD?
Yep.
Drag a weapon from your sheet into one of those squares. Those are how you can equip. So they're quick equip slots. So there's 3 of them technically. One is main hand, one is offhand.
Got it. Thanks.
Mm-hmm. All right. And
yeah, sure. Oh,
you know what? Likes killing dogs.
That is new. I don't know what changed. I'm not sure I like it. Oh, wait, hold on. I know what changed. Pause. One moment. My mistake. Fixed.
Alright. We'll just move here and hold an action to attack any dog that comes within 5 feet of him.
Okie doke.
That's a big guy.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no.
I need all of you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Don't forget the people within a certain amount of space of me get
Corthynd.
plus. Okay.
Hooray, Corthynd.
Cool.
Do I get my own bonus?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it already in the thing?
It should be. If it's not, we'll just add it manually after.
What is it, 3?
2.
19 for me.
Yeah, it looks like it's adding it to mine.
Oh no, foul. Oh no, Kaelen.
Yeah.
Oh no, Del. What the fuck?
Guess I should have stayed closer to the saving throw enabling paladin.
Kaelen and Fal, you are frightened. He steps forward to here. Figwyn.
Fig does not shift, but does growl at him because she's like that.
He's growling too.
Yeah. Oh, he's not that far away. Okay. Hello, big boy.
Woof.
I'm gonna smack him.
Go for it. That hits. Yeah, 13. Good damage.
I'm gonna smack him again.
Okay. That hits. Every time your sword slices into him, it's almost like it's passing through him. You can tell you're cutting away bits of him. But it just feels weird. He's not made of the same stuff as you are.
Okay, I'd like to try a little thing.
Okay.
Hold smite.
On your last attack, sure.
Yeah. Still gotta remember where the fuck it is.
Should be a spell, first level, I think.
There it's go.
Boy, oh boy. I hope you don't end up inside out.
Right? Well, she forgot, I forgot, so we'll see. That's the smite there.
Yeah, I see it. I'm just pulling up my notes here.
Yeah.
Ooh, interesting. Your smite goes off, and you absolutely hurt this thing. It yelps in pain, and you can see that you have bloodied it. But you feel a cold shadow wrap around your heart. You don't know what that
What?
means.
Oh, okay. Cool. Love that. So that's my turn.
As a bonus action, this guy just goes invisible. And then attempts to bite Fig with advantage. Does a 24 hit?
Yes.
You take 15 damage. 15 piercing damage as this thing bites into your arm from the shadows.
For the table, do I know if my shield ability also counts as weird shit?
You don't know.
Cool.
You have not tested the limits of what causes this weird shit to happen.
Cool.
Time to science.
I'm using it.
Okay.
I don't think I can get them both.
You can't because it goes straight out from you in a line. Yeah. Go ahead and roll damage for that.
What is the damage? Because it says, all it says is a
2d6. I don't know why it doesn't also give you the damage it should. I'll have to fix that.
Zorch.
Okay. Okay. Ends his turn. Oh, now it's this one's turn. He will also go invisible. 'Cause that's fun. Del does a 20 hit.
Yeah, you see what's attacking me?
It shows up right as it attacks you.
Yes.
Okay. You take 7 piercing damage. All right, Corthynd.
Oh boy. Well. Dang it, that dog's far away now. Come up here, I guess. I'm going to not cast a spell and just use my Blade of Life's Bane to attack the big guy.
Okay.
Does a
That
13 hit?
misses.
Okay, I'll try again. A little bit better. 17 hit.
17 hits, yes. Ooh. Good damage.
13 radiant damage.
Yeah.
I noticed an interesting interaction with this. The weapon itself reduces target's maximum hit points, but it requires it to be the necrotic damage that it
That's
normally
correct.
replaces it with. But I can change mine using my
Yep, that's correct.
thing, and I chose the radiance, so it doesn't have to roll for the necrotic reduction.
Yep.
And I don't think there's any good or applicable bonus actions I can use, so
Yep. What? It is your turn. Okay, that's weird. Do that. Oh, that's a natural 20.
Yay.
we don't like that unless I'm the one DMing.
Why did it not give me the choice to roll? Oh, there we go.
It's the second time in 2 nights that Tanis has gotten 20.
Oh, it did. Okay, cool. Tanis.
Mm-hmm.
That is 22 damage to Foul. Piercing.
All right.
This thing tries to tear your arm off and nearly succeeds.
Yeah. Time to go home.
They're awfully nice grouped together. You could put a nice old moonbeam right there.
You could.
Oh, yeah.
You have a long history of killing dogs with moonbeams.
Yeah, it'll probably just get shifted right on top of me.
Yeah, that's true. That is probably what'll happen.
Or on top of Lysandra. Or you could just put it on top of Lysandra and say it got shifted there.
Well, that's
All right, Del. Move a little bit to your right.
I'm assuming a 12 misses you there, Kixt.
Oh, I attacked the dog, by the way.
Sure does.
Oh, right, go for it. Did you roll?
I did not. I forgot for a second. Ooh.
13 hits.
Okay.
Nice.
Wow.
All right, this dog comes and
Every
snaps
little
at you
bit
from
helps.
behind, but you're already scared anyway, so you just kind of like reflexively flick your arms up to dodge.
Panic flail.
Yeah, just panic flail dodge the attack. Del.
Checks out.
Surrounded on all sides.
Apparently I was muted. Sorry about that. The tokens that all match around us are the Lysandra's party's members, right?
That's
That aren't the
correct.
dogs.
Correct. I just grabbed
They
some
just
random
look
NPCs
like-
to throw on there.
Cultists for no reason.
I just literally randomly grabbed cultist because it was the token I had at hand. I will give them better tokens for future things. I just wanted to be able to represent their position so I could attack them and kill them.
Yeah. This ought to be interesting. Dell draws power out, and the light around him darkens as his eyes crackle blue. And he shouts, "Run."
Ooh.
And that needs to turn. God damn it.
You
Hold
can-
shift and
if-
use your scroll wheel.
You don't have to hold shift. You should just be able to, if you're on the measurement controls.
I am not.
Oh, maybe you do have to hold shift. Yeah, you do have to hold shift. Is this one what you wanted, like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just scroll wheel over the thing and it does the
Yeah.
thing.
I was just on actual person controls. Because, you know, when it drops a template, why would it change your control to be able to modify the template?
Yeah, true. Oh, that's tragic.
No problems with his spell, huh?
That's what you think.
Why am I standing next to the only person casting spells around here again?
Would you prefer I took you
look
into a
down,
teleport?
you have no pants.
I mean, it would be so funny if it caused you to start going through the ground again. Like, it's just every time
Yeah.
somebody casts a spell, you're the
So,
one that pays the price.
You cast your spell and you can see there's almost like the shadows in the area coalesce around your targets and try to shield them from your spell, as if the area were resisting your magic. One of them manages to resist, the other does not. That end your turn?
No. But my HUD disappeared on me. Let's see.
And these people get, like, thematic descriptions of their spells. Meanwhile, we went through a house. Like, oh, your spell is darkened and twisted.
Listen, I don't decide what the dice do, man. I just roll.
I mean, it literally seems like you interpret what the dice do, but, you know.
Well, yeah, but like the dice literally said they fall through a house. What are you gonna do?
Why is that even an
What if
option?
there's no house?
I don't know, man. I don't know. It just,
Okay,
you know.
to be fair, what the dice said is they're intangible, and what Corthynd said was, I'm gonna put us in the third floor of a house.
That's correct.
All right, you know what? Where is it? We'll have to figure out. Oh, is that it? Yeah, that'll work.
Don't try to make Corthyn's fault.
The one that doesn't suddenly look spooked, I'm
Uh-huh.
going to TK shove away from us.
Okay.
Good, more magic.
That didn't do the right thing. That's the shove action, not the TK action.
Yeah. I can't find the TK action on my HUD, so let me bring up
Should
my
be under
character.
bonus action features, telekinetic.
That's
That's
what the
what
last the
Oh, there
last
it
spell
is.
did
Okay.
was take it from you.
Yes, this was all a setup for me to start using the randomness of this place to remove abilities I didn't like. Mwahaha.
That worked.
Yeah, it worked.
Yes, but did it work?
Natural 1. Yes, it did. How far
Dog's
did it
just
shove it?
flying off.
5 feet away.
All this magic working is really inspiring.
Rob, again, all of your spells worked. They did exactly what you wanted them to.
I'm just saying, maybe I'll use a spell.
I did smite that dog. I just also did something, gave myself congestive heart failure or something. Like,
All right. You have movement left.
Well.
That's it.
Yeah.
He's frightened. What's the worst that could happen?
No, unfortunately, Del is not going to get out from between an attacking thing and other people.
Even if they're Lysandra?
Even if they're Lysandra.
Ugh.
Speaking of Lysandra. One Lysandra. Two Lysandra.
3 Lysandra, 4.
Oh yeah.
Are they red and blue?
Why didn't that work?
Wild
Oh.
magic.
That's
Wild magic is the answer to why didn't that work for now until we're out of this fucking scar.
There we go. That worked. Whoa, natural 20. The Lysandra clone, maybe? Stabs the dog. Pretty deep. It yelps in pain. Does she have multi-attack? I don't think she does. Oh, she does have multi-attack.
I don't like that.
He does it again.
Hmm.
Damage. She bloodies the dog with her 2 attacks. And that's her turn. Kaelen.
All right, I'm going to roundhouse kick this one right in front of me.
Yeah.
Probably with force damage since it's all shadowy.
Yeah, but you can still see this guy up here, right? So you have disadvantage on your attack roll.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Just turn around. Like you know, like when a gaze attack happens in Final Fantasy, just turn around, don't look at it.
12. That hits.
Oh nice. Oh god, where's the damage button? Oh, there it is.
Previous card. Yeah, alright. Next attack.
I'll give it another roundhouse kick.
Yep, still disadvantage. $11 misses. Bonus action.
I will do the. Let's see. Hold on. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that again. I'll do one more.
Okay. Disadvantage. Just misses.
All right. I think I will flurry.
Okay. So let's focus and one more attack.
But I'm going to move,
Okay.
and I'm also going to use my drunken technique to move.
Okay. Yeah. Breaking line of sight. Yeah.
Indeed.
I don't know that I set the walls up properly, but that definitely will count.
I mean,
so
like,
you're
you
good.
know, like I said, just look the other way.
19 definitely hits. 25, yeah. Damage? Nice.
Sweet. That's me.
All right.
I was gonna drink some grove water.
Hey, you get double that.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Seems like Eldeth doesn't like this place.
Understandable.
All right. That's your bonus action. You got action and movement left.
Yeah. And it looks like magic's working.
Yeah. Definitely.
So we'll go with maybe some help from someone else who doesn't like this stuff.
Okay.
And use Divine Ward.
Oh. That's from the tier, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Fig just up there like, who else is fucking divine magic?
Okay.
And I don't have... Oh, it's probably... Yeah, it's on the item, I think. Okay. Trying to remember when I got a roll.
Not for
to
that
save
one.
from exhaustion.
I think there's only one
Okay.
ability that requires it. I may be mistaken.
Using any of the crystal's abilities triggers a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Price of peace.
Mm-hmm.
That probably passes.
I made it. Yep.
Yeah. Cool.
Cool. All right. Go.
Mm-hmm. Well, this guy's frightened. And what does a frightened dog that's cornered do?
Roll over and show its belly.
No, they bite. With disadvantage.
Pee all over.
Turned a natural 18 into a natural 1.
Sweet.
So that fear is working as intended. Big.
Wait, I hate to be
Oh, that's the
Debbie
alpha.
Downer. Yes.
Sorry, I hovered the wrong thing. Darn. Okay. Well, that'll be his
Hey,
turn.
how did I end up over here?
Remind me when I get to this guy that'll be his turn. How did you get over there?
I don't know.
Weird.
The wild magic.
All right.
What the fuck? That was so weird.
Wait. When did Kaelen move?
Kaelen moved
Kaelen
on
moved
his
with
turn.
his with his drunken
Oh.
technique, so
Does
he
a
could not be
23
feared.
hit?
Yes.
Nice.
No.
Not nice.
Nice.
Not nice.
Nice.
Not nice.
You take 13 piercing, Figwyn.
Good Lord. I am bloodied.
Nice. You're up.
No. The fuck,
Stop.
man.
Stop saying nice. It's not nice.
Nice.
You need to remember to use your sap because you could be putting a disadvantage on things. You have a longsword?
Sap. I don't have sap.
Do you have a longsword?
I don't
I
know
do.
That, I don't know that Oh, she does have it. Yep.
She should have weapon mastery.
Yeah, she does. Attack with your longsword. Let's see if it actually puts it in there. Assuming that's what you're doing.
Yeah, I was gonna drink a health potion first.
You can do
Yep.
it.
Might be smart to do that.
Yep, you gain 9 hit points.
I don't get my weapon mastery anymore, so it'd be nice if somebody could use theirs.
All right, well, I'll sword him.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
doesn't
it doesn't
say
say
it.
in there.
That's weird.
Oh no, there it
No,
is,
it's just
right there.
there.
Oh, it's in the damage. Okay. So whenever you use that, remind me
Okay.
whenever you actually hit with it. But that 11 does not.
Wait.
Hmm?
So he should have had disadvantage to roll on me,
Sure.
right?
The
Because
second roll was a natural 20. So,
You have to actually use your mastery though.
yeah, but I'm fine with retroacting. But retroactively, the second roll's a natural 20, so the 23 still hits.
okay, I'm just all right.
Yes.
So 11 does not hit, correct?
No. Not at all.
All right, I'm gonna try to sword him again.
Okay.
I think Fig's the only one with weapon mastery in the party.
I think that's correct. 16 hits.
Hooray!
All right, so what do I do for the sap? Just tell you I've
Just
also
tell me.
sapped him?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sapping his ass.
The better way is to say he has disadvantage on his next attack roll. That way
Okay, he
Know
has
what that
disadvantage
means.
on his next attack roll.
Okay. Are you smiting?
No, I want to figure out what the darkness around my heart is before I do any more of that.
Okay. Well, your blade passes into him and tears bits of his shadowy substance away.
Fig thinking to herself, I need to get, like, holy oil for my fucking sword.
Mm-hmm.
And I use... Okay. Oh, I'm done now.
Okay. This one will come and attack Cortyn. Okay. Go. Bite.
You couldn't be 1 foot closer to me.
Nope.
I am what?
You are 5.5 feet from me, as opposed to 5 foot from me, so I can't intercede.
You can
supposed to be
intercede.
next-
You can intercede here. You're measuring from the center of your token. You can measure from the edge.
Oh, I thought you would. Okay, well then, interception. Where the fuck did that
Doesn't
go?
that reduce damage? You don't even know if I hit yet.
Let's
did.
see if it hits.
I did hit, by the
You
way.
did hit. Okay, then.
All right, so that is 8 minus 4 is 4 damage.
Okay.
My shield's not gonna do me any good. It better do somebody some good.
Your shield is doing you good.
Well, I
It's race your
appreciate
AC. Yeah, just I'm rolling high.
I know. I just wish you would stop.
This is the one you already
It
rolled.
hurts.
This is the one I already rolled. Thank you for the reminder. It rolls a natural 18 and then a natural 1, and it bites the air. I appreciate the reminder.
Nice.
Cortyn, you're
I'm
up.
probably
Why can't it run
so-
north?
It could. It chose not to.
Okay, great.
Brighton doesn't require it to run, does it?
I thought it did.
Fear specifically said that they can only take actions to run away.
Oh, well, then I may have misremembered what it does, and that's my bad. Hold on.
Nah, frightened's different
Yeah,
from
no,
that.
but
no,
he
right?
cast the fear spell, so let me reread. It takes the dash action unless there's nowhere to move. Okay, yeah, that's fair, it can. So it doesn't. Instead, it does this, which means Lysandra gets an attack of opportunity.
Does Del not?
I absolutely do.
Del also does, yes. Lysandra misses.
Fig up here like, we had enough dogs, thanks.
I don't know if these guys would be hurt by necrotic, but oh, good. There's a second dog. Hi, second dog.
Yeah, don't worry, he's running away.
Apparently, I don't have any actual
Bye,
attacks
second
on my-
dog.
Okay. Well, yeah, if you don't have a weapon out, you can't make opportunity attacks.
I always have weapons out.
He did not pass by you, Cortyn.
No, I'm attacking the one next to me as my regular turn.
Oh, got it. Okay. 10 misses. Okay. Which one? The one on your right or left?
The one,
This
the
guy?
little one.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
22 hits.
11 damage.
11 damage. Okay.
And I'm gonna attack him again.
Okie dokie.
Spending a hit dice doesn't count as magic, does it?
No. Not
Just
that you know.
13 hit.
Just hits.
Hooray! Another 13 damage.
Bloodied.
Oh boy, these things are beefy. Snicker snack. Slice it up. What's the blood look like?
Just like shadow stuff comes away from them with every slice.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, that's it for me.
Okay. This one is going to attack one of the workers. I don't know which one that is. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
They have disadvantage on that.
Well, why do they have disadvantage?
The ward.
Oh, no, that does not apply to
If they're
them.
undead
Sorry.
or
Dang it.
They're not
Fiend.
undead or a fiend. Nice try.
Or native to the Shadowfell.
Oh, is that also on the list?
Yep, it's undead or things native to the Shadowfell.
oh,
Undead or fiend when I read it. Hold on. Does not say that in the card. I believe you that it should say that in. Does it say it in the text of the device, but not in the text of the card?
It says it in the text of the spell.
Of the item.
Undead and wait.
Inventory. Let me see.
Wait a second. Where did
I don't know, man. The Mark of Radiance does.
What,
Oh shit! I read the wrong
spell
thing.
is this? Oh.
Dang it. Okay.
What did you cast?
I did a ward of radiance or something. That.
All right. So, anyways, this guy is bloodied
hooray,
and screaming in pain.
hooray! What's it sound like?
Screaming in pain.
Oh, the person's okay.
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
you meant the dog was.
No. The dog bit one of Lysandra's expedition members, and
Yeah,
that guy is
they're
now
expendable.
screaming.
It's fine. In
Yeah.
fact, the less of them, the better.
Well, I mean, they're who you're here to protect.
Yeah, it's sure.
Reflects pretty poorly on Cormyr's
I'm here
best if you
to-
can't defend them.
I'm here to kill Lysandra.
Okay.
You have to
Doing
break a few eggs for that.
Doing a lot of that, huh? This guy runs up to bite you, but misses. All right. Del.
Sure, it's my
So
turn
wait,
already.
The researchers don't
Yes.
fight; they just die.
The researchers are non-combatants. That's why a squadron of purple dragons was sent to escort them. They are effectively commoners.
Okay, if that's the case. I should be able to move here first, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to try another TK shove.
Okay.
Then, oh, right, I have to select it, then hit it.
It does not work.
Yeah. Fine. Why am I? Oh, there we are. I'm replacing that.
With your natural 20.
Yes, I am.
Okie dokie. Obviously that hits.
And that's going to be fire.
Okay.
Is that not? I did not want to give me the...
Critical pop-up. Hold down shift when you click damage and it should...
No, it's not giving me the damage option at all.
It's up a bit. Up above your attack.
Oh, okay, there it is. Got
And
it.
click shift when you click damage and it'll bring up a pop-up that'll let you
Yeah.
hit critical.
The fire.
Cool. 46 damage. Yeah, I mean it's just gone, right? But that said, give me one moment. I gotta figure this out. Which one are you? That one. Okay. Okay. You take 5 hit points of damage.
Sure.
As shadows begin swirling into you and tearing at your life force. Remind me, but you will be taking 5 hit points of damage at the start of every turn for the next minute.
Sure, why not?
Can't you just set up a timer like we used to?
Not easily. Not with Foundry. That's the one thing that Roll20 does easier is adding things to the initiative that are not tokens.
Fair enough.
Might have add event. Let's see what this does. Dell's initiative is 10.12, so this will go at 10.13. 10 rounds. Dell takes damage. Takes 5 hit points damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Oh, I have to... Okay, let's try this again. Has to have an image.
Just write ow on
Alright.
paint and then...
Let's see if this works.
It's only 50 damage.
Yep, it is 50 damage that you're about to take. Over time, though. So maybe you'll survive it. Go. Takes 5 points. Damage. 10.13.
We all have like.
Oh,
100
look at
health,
that.
right? Oh, look at that. That is cool.
That worked just fine. Nice.
Now we won't forget the damage that Dell's taking.
Excellent. All right, Lysandra. What does she want to do? he's gonna move here. And here. Interesting. Del, she reaches up and puts a hand on your shoulder. You gain 19 hit points. As she says a
At
prayer
what
for her.
cost?
It's very suspicious.
Oh wait, that's only a bonus action.
Those hit points
Sure.
probably have a tracking in them.
Heal the barely hit sorcerer, not the tank. I see how it is.
Del was pretty low.
Oh,
Del was
I guess he
actually lower
started.
than you. And then, oops. Didn't mean to move that.
Tank, I'm bloodied. The caster, and
Right? She'll move over here. And Kerblow, miss. Kerblow. That one will hit. Cool. All right. That ends her turn. Kaelen.
All right, I'm gonna do kind of like a backflip kick.
Yeah.
This one in front of me.
Yeah. Whoopish. That hits. Ooh, good damage too.
Oh yeah.
That's a bloodied boy. Oh,
And then
it's
I'm
not a bloodied boy. All right.
and then this one that's behind me, between me and Lysandra. I'll do a roundhouse kick to the back.
Just all feet today, huh?
Yeah, all feet.
Yeah, that works. That hits. I mean, if it's working, right? Cool.
And then just to mix it up, I'll do an elbow down, like dropped elbow down onto the snout of that one.
Okay. Yeah. Absolutely.
And I think I'll stunning strike that one.
Okay. It is slowed, not stunned.
Sweet.
Val, you're up.
All right.
You cannot move there.
Oh, right.
Hold on, I'll roll reset you. There you go. Can't move closer to the source of your fear.
Yep. Alright, we'll just guiding bolt. Big dog. And
Whoa,
missed.
magic. Getting over
I'm
that
surrounded by
fear.
cultists.
You guys
They're not
need to stop
active
metagaming.
cultists.
They're not
I like-
cultists.
No,
Which
I
one are you
like the
attacking?
idea of Fal just being like,
They
I'm surrounded
might
by
as well be.
cultists, and it's just a bunch of guys with notebooks.
It's Lysandra's cult of fanboys.
Which one did you attack?
This guy, I tried targeting it, didn't
The
really.
big guy.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Disadvantage?
Right.
Big Steve, I think they call him.
Yeah, that's his name. Big Steve. That misses.
And one of these is Little Steve.
All right.
Okay. Your feet don't want to work anymore. You remember that thing where you had to teleport to move?
Yeah.
You're doing that.
Oh no.
Okay.
For the next minute, you can only move by using your action to teleport up to 10 feet to an unoccupied space you can see.
I knew this would happen.
Every time you cast a spell. All right.
I love, honestly.
Falaghard has entered turret mode.
Okay.
Was that a +10?
Yeah. He has regeneration, Rob.
I don't like it now that I've noticed it.
Does a 22 hit? Fig?
Can't you just roll it like two numbers lower?
Why is your AC so low today?
I assume because my thing isn't working again. I don't know.
Which thing?
My shield bonus.
Hold on, let me check. Nope, your Mire Shield is working. It is 18 plus 3. That is your correct AC. It's because you don't have Shield of Faith. That's why. I'm used to you having Shield of Faith.
Well,
Yeah, I know. I know. I got you. It's okay. You take 13 damage.
it's a weird way of defining okay.
You'll be alright.
I'm bloodied again.
That's your job.
You're also up again.
I'm gonna try and sort it.
Oh yeah, don't forget the
I
disadvantage.
mean, that definitely hurts.
Wait, did he have disadvantage at
Yep.
fighting me?
He's supposed
Okay.
to, and I forget. See, you're gonna have to always remind me of this until it becomes rote for me. And natural 20 again on the second roll.
Fuck this dog. I never thought I'd say that, but fuck this dog.
I mean, second roll doesn't matter with disadvantage.
It doesn't, except that it means that it doesn't go lower, so it doesn't miss.
Ah,
You've made Fig hate a dog. That is.
I know, right? Like, damn. No, even weirder. I made my wife hate a dog. Yeah, 26 hits, 8 damage. Okay. 26 hits.
Yeah, I'm gonna smite him again. I'm real
Yeah.
mad.
Do your damage first, and then your smite.
And it's sapped, I assume.
Yes,
It is if I remember. Feel free to always remind me. Yep, and 16 damage. Your sword tears through this thing until there is no more.
Oh no, wait. They can do that maybe.
That said. Ooh. Let's see. One moment.
I don't like it when you're measuring. I don't like that.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Hmm.
Let's see. How do I want to represent this? I think we'll do it with this.
A shower of gold coins?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Bye, Fig. Oh no, why am I... No.
Oh, that doesn't work. Okay, can't use that one. Hold on. We'll use this one. That.
Give me my juice back.
We're gonna use dehydration to represent this. You are incorporeal.
Surprised there's not an incorporeal setting.
I know,
honestly.
right? But there isn't one that I can see. Oh, ethereal. Perfect. There we go. It's not technically correct, but it's close enough.
Yay, my juice.
Okay, you and all of them that I just marked are ethereal, or rather incorporeal. For the next minute, you can't interact with or affect the material world during that time.
Thing just kind of like floofs. Can I interact with other incorporeal things?
You don't know.
Is it free action to touch Corthynd or try to touch Corthynd?
Yep. You reach out, you put your hand on Corthynd. Yeah, he's there.
Alrighty, I'm moving over
Not this again.
there. Again. I can't do anything with that yet, but I'm gonna stand there and be immaterial.
You're never immaterial.
Incorporeal.
Natural 1. He bites straight through you, Corthynd.
Hell yeah.
Suppose it has some advantages.
Okay. This guy is required to keep running.
Bye.
Yelping the whole way away. Corthynd, you're up.
Okay. Well, let's see if this can go through that dog.
No.
Oh no, the incorporeal magic has kept me from attacking correctly.
That's a hit.
What damn?
I got the hang of it. What is it, shift to do crit damage?
Yeah, just shift when you click on the damage button.
What the fuck? So little damage.
21 is
And
plenty.
yeah.
Take it though.
Yeah, and yet you smite this thing in half and it goes no more here. Bye-bye.
Fig asides to Corthynd. It wears off, doesn't it?
One would hope so.
Great.
Look after the one that's running away, narrows eyes, ends turn.
Okay. This guy gonna bite at the people's elbow.
Boy, I haven't thought about that in a long time.
Well, he can smell what the rock is cooking over here, so
It lives rent-free in Kevin's head.
a little bit. He missed. Del, you take 5 damage at the start of your turn. It really does work. Look at that. Oh, it's even got like a little hit point tracker, so it'll track how long it'll last. That's pretty cool. You're up, Del.
I'm subtracting hit points. Give me a sec.
Just letting you know it's your turn. That's all. Oh yeah, concentration check. Should have made one last time too. Make 2 of those for me.
Can I trigger it, or do I have to
Yeah, it's in the
just roll at this point?
It's in the
Ah,
chat.
there it is.
Uh-oh. No more fear.
Well, that
Yeah,
saves
please.
me from having to chase that thing down. Did that other dog also get... Yeah, it did. Okay. Wonderful.
Okay. Now you're up.
Here it is. Okay.
What
I'm
are
gonna
you
just
attacking?
assume that hits.
Which one are you attacking?
The one between
Next
the
to us
one
over there.
closest to me.
Yeah, okay. Yes, that does hit. Ooh. Yay. One moment. Where did I put this? Here it is. Yeah, that'll work. As your spell goes off and your sorceress burst flies, you see a creature materialize out of the Shadowfell.
Any chance I can tell if I summoned it or not?
Seems to have been a response to your spell, that's for sure.
Fantastic.
What the fuck is that thing?
You don't know.
Great. Love that. Can't touch it right now anyway, so I guess it's not my problem yet.
Oh no.
Anyways, yeah, so you did your damage.
Well, that's Dell's problem.
I like how both tanks are off in Narnia right now. It's great.
The Narnia thing's less of a problem than the, intangible thing.
No, that's what I mean by Narnia.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what he meant. Yeah.
What you going to do?
For a Klondike bar.
That's not a Klondike bar, just in case you were wondering. That's a terrible creature from the Shadowfell.
Double checking. That's what I figured.
He said, I don't know what it is. It could be a Klondike bar.
You know what? You're right. It could be a weird undead creature-shaped Klondike bar.
Yeah, just go have a bite, see how it tastes.
I literally
It seems
can't.
like something
You just told
Carrie
me that.
Ansley would give out on Halloween.
Yeah, that's true. It does seem like something she would do. Okay. Against the new guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Try and get it further away from
Yeah.
our charges.
Lump. He slams into the wall over here.
Is everyone okay?
Maybe, don't know.
One of the researchers is looking pretty bad.
Are we able to hear Fig?
What'd
I
you say?
assumed I could hear the real world. I just can't interact with it,
Oh,
right?
Yeah. You can hear it.
Cool.
That is Varys Tarn, by the way, the guide who is injured.
Uh-oh. I don't think
Yeah,
sound
I have
waves
no idea
go
who that
into a
is
forest.
on the map.
It's this one here. The one with the bloodied icon.
I do
one
not
that-
see a bloodied icon.
The
Really?
one that looks like a cultist.
You don't see a bloodied icon on this one?
Yeah, we don't
Nope.
see the icon.
Oh, weird. I thought you did. Okay.
No, we don't see them on any of the things when they're bloodied.
Lysandra is heckin' concerned. She's gonna move over. No, she's got to finish this first. 19 hits. I think she gets it. She does. That is this one here. Okay. And then she moves 30 feet this way. Oh, that puts her just out of range. Okay. That ends her turn. Kaelen. No, you're no longer frightened, by the way. I forgot to remove the fear effect. Because that guy died.
Right. Well, I will continue my battle against this one in front of me
Okay.
by doing more kicks.
Finally, you're living up to your name.
That hits. Bloodied. That misses.
It's a bonus.
That hits. Yeah. That does it. He's
Still
dead.
up, huh?
No, he's dead.
Oh, heck yeah.
Uh,
All right. I'm going to look around me, see that Lysandra's peeled away to the other crazy thing, and I'm going to book it over there.
why didn't it put a skull on his face?
I'm going to flying serpent kick this guy in the throat.
Nice, nice.
I never end where I want to be when I use that ability.
Yeah, wait, let me check. Yeah, so, you flying serpent kick this thing towards the throat. Your foot hits its throat. Its throat seems to have steel around it of some kind. And you just, like, literally bounce off.
Wow.
I'll look over at Lysandra and look back at this thing.
Shadow Steel
And,
Ghoul.
Is that?
Shadow Steel Ghoul.
Oh, God.
Very, very dangerous.
Yell, Fig!
We're
I'm a
bit
ghost!
into
Right.
I'm a ghost!
Ooh.
Oh, look, it's the ghoul's turn.
Standing right in front of it after I just throat kicked it.
Yeah.
Pretty-
Does a 21 hit you?
Nah.
Oh, okay. You take 15 slashing and 3 necrotic damage.
I'm gonna deflect that if I can.
Yeah? You reduce all of the slashing damage, so you take 3 necrotic damage. Read how this ability works here. Okay, cool. And then he attacks again. Does it get just the 2, right? Yeah. Does a 20 hit?
Sure does.
Okay. That's another 14 slashing and 4 necrotic.
Youch.
Yeah, it might be time to start using that dodge ability you've got on a bonus action instead of attacking. That ends his turn, though. Val, you're up.
It's gonna move over here.
Oh, I see what happened.
Boop.
You are defeated. One sec. Fix something I did wrong. Not yet defeated. There we go.
I'm gonna.
Okay.
I'm gonna try this again.
Okay.
This time. Mark
Yeah.
of Radiance. I need him to make a
you know
wisdom saving throw.
I need to reroll both of those attacks. One sec. He is inside the radius of your thing, and he is undead.
He is now. I moved.
Oh, was he not in it previously?
Well, not until this turn.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Yep.
Val?
So, Mark of Radiance. You mark an undead creature near the Shadowfell within 30 feet of
Val?
you. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
You have to use your action to move.
That's true. She's right.
Okay. Let's see.
Might be worth doing anyways. That disadvantage will be huge. I'll tell you what, though. Your Mark of Radiance still goes off if you do that. As in, you can teleport and use your Mark of Radiance, because the tier activates the Mark of Radiance for you. Everyone just froze. Oh, my video dropped. One sec. Try that again. Okay, so did you hear what I said about the tier activating the Mark of Radiance for you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you, Uncle. Well, then that's it.
And it fails. It absolutely fails the saving throw.
Sweet.
And it is marked. Alright. Does that end your turn? It does. Fig, you're up.
Yep.
That wall is a wall. You can't go past it, even though I haven't set it up as a wall.
What do you mean? She's incorporeal.
Oh, you're right. You can walk right through walls.
Well, can you reset me then?
I sure can. I just forgot. Don't be mad.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. I was not intending that tone of voice.
A lot to keep track of here.
kind of ghoul did Lysander say it was? Or
Shadow Steel.
Shadow Steel. Ghoul.
Shadow Steel?
Oh, give me 1 second. Oh my god, where is this?
Oh, neat. You guys can't
Can I-
see where ethereal creatures are. That's neat.
Oh, I'm a paladin, not a cleric. I can't fucking turn undead. Never mind.
You cannot. Although you do have an equivalent
I have
ability.
channel divinity,
Yeah.
but
You should
it
have 2 options for your channel divinity.
yeah, one is sense the undead. I can see him, and
No,
the other one
that's-
is
no, it's
entangling.
Nature's Wrath, but I thought you had another one. Maybe not. Maybe
it's
you're-
divine sense.
No, Divine Sense is not a channel divinity. Looks like your particular brand of paladin only gets 1. Most get 2.
You can channel divine energy, like here.
It is not a channel divinity. It is a
It
different
says
ability.
it is in
no.
the channel divinity description.
Wait, what?
Divine Sense is
Read.
a channel divinity now.
They moved it into channel divinity?
Yes,
Why?
because that's how they do it.
That is the dumbest
Consolidate
change.
shit.
All right, I hate 2024 now.
I'm not using it for that because I can see it. But it's
Anyways,
yeah. I guess I'm just gonna. Be here. Oh,
okay.
it's not like I can hit it anyways, so I'm just taking my time moving over there.
Corthynd.
Well, this guy's no longer feared, right?
Correct.
Okay. Well, let's
You
see
don't
what I summon.
necessarily know that, though.
No, but I know he's over there.
That's true. You do know he's over there.
And I have a very good long-range weapon that we're going to see what I can summon with.
Okay.
Why are there so many spells that I have?
Something. Vandrahdahast Apprentice?
Ew.
Well, that misses.
First one probably misses. That one probably misses even
Ooh.
more.
It does. Ooh, I love that roll.
It turns me back corporeal?
Be funny if it did. It does not. It gives you vulnerability to all damage for the next minute.
I dislike that roll.
Yeah. That does seem bad.
Fortunately, I'm incorporeal, so what could possibly hurt me?
How do I even set
turn.
that?
Damage turn. I'll just remember it.
Yeah, no, we'll just, it's okay. I'm just going to go into your sheet. Edit mode. Vulnerabilities are in here somewhere. There they are. Vulnerable. Yeah, we'll just click all of these. It'll be fine.
Don't forget to undo that.
We'll see.
What do you mean we'll see? No. Yes, see.
Holy shit, it is like hating me clicking all of these.
It's almost like you're doing a heinous thing.
I have to wait for it to show up on your sheet before I can click the next one, or it doesn't save. That's obnoxious. There we go. Look at all those vulnerabilities. That's so lovely. Alright. Del, you take 5 damage. And it's your turn.
Okay. Quick glance around tells me this is the only threat at the moment that I can see.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Risky, I like it. Can you roll a 1d6 for me?
In theory.
3. False life. Okay. False life is 1d4 plus 1 temporary hit points, is that right? Anybody remember? Offhand?
I do not.
I think one of us has it, right?
Rob, I think.
2d4.
2d4 plus 1. Excellent.
Well, wait, the base
Unless
false
it's-
life is 1d4 plus 4.
Past it. Hold on. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. How do I put it in? How do I put this fucking thing in the thing? Yeah, 2d4 plus 4.
Yeah. All of our
Plus
healing stuff
4.
is doubled.
2d4 plus 4. Okay, cool. Alright, so there's good news and there's bad news.
Uh-huh.
Well, let me roll this first. Which would you prefer to have first, the good news or the bad news?
Does he get banished?
Which would you prefer to have first, the good news or the bad news?
I feel like no would be the bad news, so yes would be the good news. I feel like
Which would you like first?
asking my question
Mhm.
said,
Bad
what do I
news.
want first?
Give us bad news first.
Bad news first. Yep. The bad news is that you have just given the school 10 temporary hit points.
Mm-hmm.
Because you also cast false life on it.
Mm-hmm.
The good news is he's banished.
Yeah.
I guess healing undead doesn't hurt them anymore.
It's not a healing spell, it's temporary hit points. Boy, I really need
Also
more
correct, yes.
buttons.
Healing just heals undead.
How do I, you know what? Fuck it. Banished. That'll do.
So, sorry, I need to remove. Why is removing hit points from the HUD such a pain?
Oh,
You just click on yourself and put.
Yeah, if
then
you just
something.
right click on your token, you'll get a little square below it, and that's the best
Yeah.
way to do hit points. The HUD's really not meant for tracking hit points.
Okay, so hearing the concern in Lysandra's voice and the ineffectiveness of wow, I can't think of your character name. Why is
Kixt? Kaelen?
yeah, Kaelen, thank you. His attack, Del just summons a sphere of electrical energy around it that shrinks quickly and then out of existence.
Uh-huh.
And then collapses to a knee.
Does that end your turn?
Yeah, that'll do it.
Okay. Let me, now I know I can do this. Let's have some fun here. Where is the... is. That's not what I wanted. Oh well. I will do this. Banishment. Add. Okay, now we can track your banishment. Meanwhile, an epic battle plays out in the near ethereal plane. An 11 misses. It's not that epic a battle. Lysandra's like, oh, that was probably very smart. Are you alright?
Not feeling particularly healthy.
I imagine
Something
not.
is drawing
Where
into
did-
my life.
Where does it get banished to?
Make an Arcana check.
I mean, is that an in-character question or?
It wasn't, but whatever.
You know that it gets banished back to its home, its native plane.
Oh,
In this case, the Shadowfell.
cool.
I can heal you one more time if you need it, but might be best to wait until you're really injured. We will.
Spells have a cost. Perhaps I can use less volatile means.
That would be nice if you have any.
He's pulling out a
Potion
potion from his pouch as he says that.
for your next turn.
He's not drinking it yet, but
Okay, so she will ready an action to attack anything that comes near you. Kaelen.
I'll do a similar thing, but I'll come up and pull out of my bag the healing drought that I have and say, "Little hair of the dog." Self,
What an appropriate comment.
my boozy heal potion.
Yeah. If he wants it.
would prefer to keep my wits about me.
Fair enough. I'll ready an action to defend if anything comes up.
Okay.
Also ask Lysandra, should we run before it comes back?
No. We should make sure it doesn't.
If nothing distracts me for the next little bit, it will stay gone.
Val.
He's just gonna hang out.
Okay. Are you dodging?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
I got you.
That's what I heard.
That's what
Everybody
I heard.
else, right?
Mhm.
That's what I heard.
That is what I heard. Alright. Fig.
Fig kind of rolls her eyes and in turn rolls her entire body because the thing she was going to come help try to poke at is gone now. But she knows there's something up there she can hit, so. She's gonna try and sword it.
Hey. No.
Oh my god, Fig. No. No.
Second attack. That hits. Goodbye, Mr. Doggo.
I think she's just gonna like be looking at Corthynd like, "You okay?"
I hope so.
There was something huge and undead down there. I don't know what it was, and it seems to have gone, so...
I believe I saw it summoned by some cast-off spell of Delryar's. Magic in this place is ill-advised.
She kind of looks down at herself like, you don't say.
You mean through herself? She looks through herself.
Yes.
Let's see. I guess I'm gonna go down here and like wave my arm through Lysandra.
Yep, your arm goes right through her. She doesn't even react.
Might even be the illusion, but it's fine. This is just weird. Are we just
You
waiting
can't
on
see them, right?
banishment at this point? Yeah, you could see us.
No, you cannot.
No. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
We can see them, not the other way around.
Uh-huh.
Have any of you seen friggin' Corthyndahast?
Can we hear them? Can they hear
Yeah.
us?
You can hear them. They can't
Mhm.
hear you.
Cool.
Oh, we can't hear them.
No.
Oh.
Maybe they got captured.
Regardless,
Val's just gonna side-eye Lysandra.
we should wait for Del to be through with this trial.
Fig and aside to Corthynd. I think they're gonna try and leave us behind.
I wouldn't put it past them. Lysandra definitely would, and some of the others are dumb enough to go along with her.
It's like playing Phantasmaphobia.
You done with your turn?
Yeah.
All right. Before we continue here, is anybody going to do anything other than dodge, ready in action, unless Del gets low and needs healing?
No.
And or the ghoul comes back. All right. Here's what I want to do, Matthew.
Yeah, at least not until I'm tangible again.
We're just going to go through this. So take your 5, roll your save.
Oh, this is gonna go well.
Yep.
I can feel it.
Yep.
How many inspirations do we have on the table?
Uh-huh.
Just-
I got
Not
one.
saying we're going to need them, but we're gonna need them.
None.
Okay. Sorry. 5 is 17. Concentration.
Oh.
Hey, does this count as...
Yeah, I'll definitely pop an inspiration for that.
Oh, we're only gone ethereal for a
Wow.
minute, right? Well, what
Correct.
the hell?
You'll be back from being ethereal about the same time he's done taking damage. So, that's 1. Let me go next round. And pop to Del again. Just so that I'm tracking the counter here, so it's easier for us to know how many are left. Go
For
ahead.
the record,
Yeah.
it is some level of bullshit that I can use like the dodge action to try to get hit less, but I can't use some sort of bonus to concentrate.
Yeah, I agree. That is some level of bullshit. We can talk about adding an action for that. An action to concentrate actually doesn't seem weird to me.
Alright, anyways.
In fact, house rule. You can use your action on your turn to gain advantage on concentration checks for the next round.
Instead
Fantastic.
of the effects of dodge.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that.
Totally seems reasonable
For the
to
next-
me.
Uh,
Yeah, we can retroactively say you just did that. So you have advantage on this concentration check.
Does that
So-
mean Kaelen gets his inspiration back?
No.
No, we're saying this round. I did.
Starting now, he does, which is good because he needs it again.
Yep.
And I'll add this to the house rules going forward because that's totally reasonable. Yep, there's another one. Okay.
How the fuck are you doing this?
Doing what?
What?
120. 120. Oh no, that's just a pass.
That's a pass.
Yeah.
See, green is pass.
Sorry, I
It's two
thought
checks.
it was crits.
No, it's 2 checks when it's a crit. Okay, so next round and 1.
And is it
2,
bonus action for a potion?
4. Yes, it is.
Okay, fantastic.
You gonna drink one now?
Yeah.
Go for it. And then take your 5 and roll your save. Again, if you hit shift when you hit the concentration, it'll automatically...
Give me the option to
Yeah.
do it as the first roll. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
just save some time.
18 and 14.
And,
How many more of these do we have?
well, you got 3 more, I believe. Maybe 4 more. Oop. Natural 20. Very nice. Oops. Okay. And end of round. Somebody remind me, by the way, to add that concentration rule. I think it's totally valid. Next. Oh boy. Lysandra will heal you this turn, I think.
Nah.
Yeah, I think Lysandra's going to heal you this turn.
Yeah.
You don't get to decide what she does. I get to decide what she does. She likes you, so she's healing you.
I think she likes the fact that I took the thing out of play. She wants to keep it that way.
She healed you before then.
Yeah.
But she is also apparently extremely pragmatic, so...
And besides, wounded men can stick around to tell everyone how generous she is. You gain 16 hit points.
Yay, that gives me enough hit points to, make it through the rest of the
Uh-huh.
curse or whatever the hell hit me.
Alright, I think this is the last one. Oh, I forgot to roll. One moment. I gotta see if there's a side effect to Lysandra healing you. There is. Of course there is.
Turns into a newt.
Oh.
It got better.
Does polymorph cancel concentration?
Let's see what happens. Oh, that's a high number. Oh, no!
Well, hopefully something happens to Lysandra, since she's the one casting the spell.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
she
a
cast
lot.
it on me.
It's too many dice.
It's a lot of dice.
I'm scared.
I think
Did
the
you just,
saving grace
Murder Dell?
again.
Kaelen, Lysandra, and the guide take
Oh, no.
29 necrotic damage.
No.
Oh.
Shit.
As her spell absolutely backfires, and you can see she heals Dell, and as she heals Dell, these shadows just lash out of Dell, and grab all three of them and suck energy out of them, like life force out of them, directing all of that life force back into Del.
It's like the worst form of wither bloom ever.
Really is. Ow.
Is the guide
Oh, he's dead.
dead?
Oh, yeah. He's super dead. I'll just add him here so that I can do... Wait, why did he not... Oh, because he's already dead.
If I didn't know any better, and I'm not sure I do, she may have done that on purpose.
She did not do it on purpose, Corthyndahast.
You don't know that.
Okay, it looks like you have to do one more here. And this will be the last one.
How bad does Del look now?
Oh, no, it ended. It ended. It's over. So, that's it.
I will ignore that concentration and put that.
How's my heart feeling?
As the combat ends, your heart unclenches. You feel fine again. And also, you and Corthyndahast reappear.
Pop back into existence?
Yeah.
Kaelen falls to the ground and reaches in his pack, and he's gonna chug his drought.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was unpleasant. Go over and kneel next to the dead guide.
Yeah, Fig is also doing that, but she is praying. She's not casting a spell, she's just praying.
I'm afraid they're dead.
Yeah. That makes
Meanwhile, the gods don't care and send you a spell anyways. Nuke us all.
Hey, you're not even drunk. That,
I'm probably gonna have to take a couple more sips.
Makes two. We need a rest.
Yeah, Del
else
just
is
kind
dead?
of crawled over to the nearest pile and leaned against it.
Yeah,
No
who's the
one
other
else.
one?
No one else today, but that's two on my expeditions, where I have been trying to keep everyone alive.
Ironic, since it was your spell that killed them.
Ironic,
Corthyndahast,
indeed. Of
I
course,
think
if
maybe right now it would be
well-
best if we all focused on making sure the rest of us get out alive
hadn't
instead of
been
bickering.
quite so cavalier with your magic, perhaps we wouldn't have needed it.
I mean, I agree. This party's magic has been unfortunately thrown around. Which is why I didn't throw my own magic around so willy-nilly.
May I suggest we travel back south to the safe area and rest there, and then attempt this again in an hour or so.
That's the best course of action.
Fig is going to pick up the dead body.
As you reach
Cort-
for it,
Oh no.
the body dissolves into ash in your hands.
Curious.
She just kind of stares at her hands for a while and without looking up asks Lysandra, does that happen to all of them?
It seems to.
Am I still vulnerable to everything?
For another couple seconds, yeah.
Damn.
Fig just kind of closes her hands and then her eyes and says another prayer to Shantae before she stands up. And she is ready to go south and rest a little bit. Because holy shit.
Everyone on alert. The non-combatants on the inside.
Oops.
From now on, that's how we travel.
So, you're traveling 3 hexes to get back?
Did you just roll an encounter for every hex?
Yeah. I sure did.
Do we have to?
I'm thinking about it. Let me see what they are, and then we'll decide.
The fucking ghoul again?
No, he's gone. Don't worry. By the way, Matthew, go to your sheet to the little lightning bolt tab. There's a concentration there. Go ahead and end concentration or break concentration.
I already did.
Okay, good. Okay. No, not doing that one. I don't feel like doing that one. Let's see what the other one is. Ooh, this one's fun. As you guys are making your way back south, just before you reach the market, you spot a corpse that wasn't there before. A human corpse.
Is it the guides?
You'll have to go look.
Is it moving? Like, is it
Doesn't seem to
undead
be.
or?
Do you want to use your sense
Cool.
undead to find out?
Is that magic?
I don't know.
If a normal person turns to ash, I'm not trusting anything that's sticking around here.
Yes, and I would like to not use a resource for it because it took it when I showed you divine or channel divinity earlier.
Sure. It is not triggering your sense of dead, but the whole area is.
Cool.
Basically, you're in a giant unhallow region.
Thing just kind of goes, ugh.
Yeah, like it makes your whole skin crawl. Do you go and investigate, or are you just walking by?
No, she's not touching that fucking thing. Who knows what it is?
Okay. You guys make it back to the safe area in that bubble of reality with, the 8 corpses. Nine corpses, sorry.
Could have been treasure on that corpse, though.
Could have been.
You know what? It almost certainly was on that corpse was something that was going to hurt us.
Could have been that, too. I think, so are you guys taking a breather, or are you going to actually set up and take a short rest here?
I'm good for a breather. I've hardly been hurt.
Is there a limit to how many hit dice you can spend on a breather?
No. And even if there were, you just take another 5 minutes, and then another 5 minutes, and then another 5
Can
minutes.
I have my vulnerabilities back, please?
I'll think about it.
Okay.
I'm sure you can keep them as long as you want.
Yeah.
No, that's not what I meant.
Based
aware.
on the fact that we were having wild magic in the town, I cannot assume that this bubble of reality is safe to cast, right?
According to the notes, it seems to be.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, can we take a break?
Yeah, let's just take our break here.
In a bit.
So yeah, you guys make it back safely to that area of relative normalcy, that bubble with the 9 corpses and the research equipment. What would you like to do here?
Take 10 minutes to cast Prayer of Healing.
Okay.
Mm.
10 minutes is a breather or 2, so you guys are welcome to all take a breather while she's casting. Fig, you will not get a breather if you cast Prayer of Healing.
Can't I just take a
Unless
breather
you take another
afterwards?
5 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, she's just going to demand that we do that, so...
Yeah, that's fine.
First, I rolled 3.
Is Prayer of Healing
Gonna
not
recast
doubled?
Frostlife.
Hold on. I thought we had doubled Prayer of Healing.
That was 2d8.
Yes, that's the normal.
Oh.
1 moment. Double checking. Because it looks like none of the spells have been updated, so I'm just double checking if it should have been.
The benefits of the short rest part is really nice. 2d8 does seem to be correct.
Oh, wait, it gives the benefit of a short rest now?
Yep.
Oh!
Yeah,
Okay.
that's extremely useful for me.
That's the buff.
Yeah.
Okay, there's the buff.
I would have liked more than 3 hit points, but...
Yeah, so all of you get 3 hit points. I assume Lysandra also. Are you healing her as well?
It's limited to 5 people.
Okay.
So the 5 most injured people.
Well, Lysandra's probably not the most injured of people. She did take 40 some odd damage, but she's fine.
Benefits of short rest
All
is
party.
really fascinating for this campaign.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. That's actually really valuable.
Yeah, and also I'm going to spend some hit die, because...
Okay.
But it means we can only benefit from Prayer of Healing once every couple days.
Yeah,
I thought
once
we
a long
regained a
rest.
hit die during a short rest.
What?
Thought we regained one
do we
hit die
gain a
during
hit die?
short rest.
You might. Let me double check. When I wrote that house rule, there wasn't a thing that just handed you a short rest for freebie.
I mean...
So this may be an interesting interaction. I will go with what it says.
Okay.
I'm just honestly, that makes that spell so much more valuable. It used to not actually be that valuable. Yes, you regain 1 hit die during a short rest. So all of you who are getting the benefit of that spell, reduce your exhaustion by 1 and regain 1 hit die.
Who are the 5?
Yeah, you need to name your 5.
Myself.
Okay.
Del, because he was pretty badly hurt, right?
Okay.
Honestly, probably just the party.
Okay, so the party. Every member of the party, you reduce your exhaustion by 1. You can regain 1 hit die. I'm not going to let it change your list of prepared spells. That I'm going to insist that spell does not allow. I'm going to change that to being once per day you can do that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Do we hit the short rest feature, or...
Yeah, you can just hit the short rest feature and get all the benefits of a short rest without a new day.
And then I can't do that until we long rest again.
That is crazy strong. And Fig, you definitely now know that this area is safe. You don't even feel like the shadow is responding. It is like you are casting in a clear, open day in the middle of nowhere.
She is
Hey.
especially effusive in her thanks to Shantea for being able to reach her here, because, oh god.
You know, I wasn't hurt, but the reduction of my exhaustion is so nice.
Yeah, you weren't hurt, but you are a warlock, so short rest is a good thing for you.
So that's pretty cool.
She does actively apologize to Lysandra for not being able to include her.
She just waves a hand. You're the ones that's supposed to protect me, not the other way around. Clearly you need it more than I do.
After the healing goes around and such, Del just, without a word, stands and goes to the edge of the field and just kind of stares out into the ruins.
Do also remember to spend your hit die, take your breathers, etc. Gain your hit
Hit
points. So what now?
We stay here forever?
Plan was to go back, right?
The plan had been to go to the research station at the northern end, but to be honest, we might wish to leave. Come back another day when you've had a chance to better plan for what this place is.
I mean, I'm feeling up for punching some shadows again.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Not too bad yet.
I feel we're well supplied at the moment.
Fig does not look so certain.
I do know
Best
the way.
preparation is experience.
I do know the way to the next checkpoint, but after that, well, I'll need a new guide.
I think our best plan would be to turtle up and see if we can get to that checkpoint and the research, and then retreat, rest up, get a new guide, get some more potions, try again.
Easy is it going to be a guide when we come back and we don't have one anymore?
Then we're in the same place we are now, and we go back in blind, which seems impossibly stupid to do, but...
Well, perhaps his daughter will be interested in helping.
Fig kind of looks like a little bit horrified, like she's a child.
She's an adult. Anyhow, shall we go?
Let's.
Fig's going to direct people into a turtle this time because she's like immediately smash cut back into army mode, right?
Tanis, roll me a d6.
Okay.
Oh boy. Pick our doom.
Nope.
Oh boy.
Ooh. As you start to head back north, the laws of nature break down. Reality itself seems to warp and shift around you. I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
How close are they to me?
You can have like 8 people next to you. Maybe you should have the expeditioners next to you.
Well,
Do I get
assume
a
she's
do I
at
get the bonus for dangerousness?
front of the turtle.
Yeah. Yeah, you do.
Protect,
Before we
protect
left,
a little innocence. We'll be fine.
just before we left, I was gonna cast a spell.
Oh, what were you gonna cast?
Yeah.
I was gonna cast Aura of Vitality,
Go for it.
just for a minute before we left.
Oh, I should also remind us all that when my allies are in my aura of protection, they also have resistance to necrotic, psychic, and radiant damage.
Really good to know, actually.
So
Yeah, I
what is
wish I had remembered that.
it? Boy, I wish I could see the text of that spell. Oh, there it is. 30 feet when you can. Start of each of your turns, you can restore it. Okay.
Mhm.
I mean,
It's
So-
aura buddies.
so a full minute of that. I suspect
Right.
you're just going to pump everybody back to full. If they aren't already.
If it's one creature per turn, but if that ends up mathing out,
Is anybody here
so-
down hit points? Lysandra's down none.
I am down 2 hit points.
Okay.
I'm down a little bit. 13.
okay. All right.
We'll start handing them out, Tanis. Who
All right.
Who gets
We'll do 9 to Kixt.
6?
6 to, how are Del and Corthyndahast looking?
I got 70 hit points.
Oh my
That was
god.
so rough.
Must be nice. Del's good? All right.
No.
I
Wait,
think
no,
no,
he is
Dell is rough.
Oh, okay. All right.
Hmm.
He
Six
did
Del.
take 50 hit points of damage, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's all those corpses, huh?
All right. And then 7 to me.
I bet those corpses aren't using in themselves for anything.
All right. 9 to Del.
How many more you
I'm
got?
gonna memorize Gentle Repose just so you can't turn everything around us into zombies.
How many you got left, Tanis?
Oh, that's perfect.
I have 1 left after that one.
Okay, and who's that one going
Give
to?
that one to me. I only need 2.
2's going to. Um, it's going to go to Kaelen.
Okay.
So
And 5.
And 5 to Del.
Del was healed on the last one.
Oh,
You would've-
okay. Then 5 to me.
Okay. Okie dokie.
And dex save.
Yeah, everybody needs to make the deck save. If you already made it and I missed it, can you just tell me what the roll was?
16.
I rolled 17.
15.
18.
Also, I will remind you my aura is 10 feet. So,
Right. Fair enough. Then I think if everybody's huddled close enough, everybody gets the benefit. So +2 to your roll. So is Val the only one to roll
17.
under a 13?
Sounds like it.
Cool. So here's what actually happens. You're all walking, and then suddenly you feel a weird pull in a random direction, and Val just goes flying off.
God.
Val, you get thrown 20 feet to the nearest wall, which you pass
Wait,
through.
how close was Foul to me?
10 feet?
Yes, but was he 5 feet close?
No, it was 10 feet close.
Okay, never mind. I can't catch you. Sorry.
Anyways, through the wall, and then you land on your back inside what appears to have once been a house.
Found shelter.
Are you
Are we
okay?
resting again?
Okay.
I'll look around the house.
Yeah, I mean it's a ruin of a house,
Okay.
and like reality seems to be flickering in and out of existence here.
I'm fine. I'll
Can
just
you
walk
make it back to us?
Yeah, you just walk back. You start to walk through the wall. The wall is solid again, but then you reach out to like touch the wall. The wall is not solid again.
Oh. I'm gonna try the door.
You go for the door. The door is solid.
All right. I'll turn the handle or push
Yeah,
it.
your hand goes right through it.
Okay.
Eventually, you manage to walk through a wall again or something. All right, Matthew, roll me a d6.
What's the roll for the Tarrasque?
That's if you roll a natural 1 5 times in a row.
Ah, sweet.
So we won't have me doing any of the rolls then, because
Kixt, roll me a 1d6.
Oh,
Elsie, d6. Lysandra leads you through the twisted streets to the east of the northern gate, navigating the chaos of the scar with the sureness of someone who has been here before. After about 10 minutes of walking, she stops at a partially collapsed merchant's guild hall and points upward. Here, on the second floor. There's a makeshift rope ladder that's hanging from one of the upper windows, swaying gently in the unnatural breezes.
All right. I'll start to climb up first if no one else jumps in front.
Climbing up, you find yourself on what appears to be a stable wooden platform that once served as the guild hall's main meeting chamber. The roof above is mostly gone, but thick stone walls on 3 sides provide some shelter from the worst of the magical chaos outside. This was clearly a working survey site. A single table holds specialized detection equipment, all pointed roughly in the same direction towards the southwest. A few notebooks lie closed beside the instruments, along with some surveying tools and what looks like protective gear. The whole setup has an oddly abandoned feel, as if the researchers simply finished their work and left.
Anyone else
Fig
coming up?
looks to
Okay,
Corthyndahast
yeah,
and
I'm
says,
going up.
they're probably
Yeah.
going to need you up there.
I'm going up.
Fig's going to guard the
help
bottom
people
of
up
the
and
ladder
pull 'em in.
until everybody else is up.
Lysandra will also stay down. She's been up there before.
I'm gonna look around.
What are you looking at?
Any of the papers they have or equipment that's lying out?
Pick one. The equipment, the papers.
Papers.
Papers it is. All right. Several journals contain detailed measurements and readings, charts showing magical energy levels taken at different times of day, with particular attention paid to fluctuations that seem to follow no natural pattern. Most intriguingly, there are 2 sets of readings for the same time period, one labeled standard detection and another labeled modified detection. The modified readings show significantly higher energy levels.
Interesting.
Fig's just going to stay at the bottom of the ladder and
Who
talk
else
to
went up
Lysandra
there?
like,
I
why are
know
you so rude?
Kaelen is up there.
That one up there.
Val is up there. Val, what are you looking at?
He was just there for moral support in case we need anything.
Oh, okay. Do you literally ask her, why are you so rude?
No, it's more like, we don't have to be so at odds with each other.
What are you talking about? I'm not at odds with anyone. I literally healed Del.
They have some sort of modified way of measuring energy readings. Interesting.
Kaelen, what are you doing?
I'll kind of look at the gadgets, mostly just trying to maybe admiring some of them.
Make an investigation check. Let's see what you can find out.
Big says to Lysandra. Surely you must understand how difficult it can be to take you at face value given how we met you before.
I understand that you have a problem recognizing truth, but I've already told you what happened. I had no idea what Vane was up to. It was just money. Yeah, Kaelen, you find that there's some devices here. They do some things.
But they don't make beer.
It is similar specialized detection equipment to what you found at the market. It's silver and brass instruments designed to measure something, and all of them are pointed in the same direction, about 200 feet southwest of your current position.
I don't suppose we'll be wanting to go in the direction where all these have been pointing.
I will say, one of them stands out to you. There's a small dark lens that's been attached in it. It looks like it was like jerry-rigged together from some smoke quartz and wire and placed on with leather straps.
Look through it.
How did you come to that job, then, if you'll indulge me?
Some associates of mine, my adventuring party at the time, were hired for it. Which I suppose does make me a criminal in Cormyr's eyes. After all, we weren't licensed by the Crown to adventure in Cormyr. Oh, naughty me.
Hired by Lord Dracohorn.
Yes. Anybody doing anything up top?
Does the writing say anything about how to use the stuff?
Nope.
I think Kixt said they were looking through.
It was like a lens.
It's more like a lens that's attached to one of the devices. Like they all have lenses. This lens seems to be modifying one of them.
It's like the mana.
What does it look like when I look
things.
through them?
To you, it looks like a riot of colors. You have no idea how to understand any of that.
Corthynd, come look through this.
Okay.
What I'm looking at here.
I'll look through the thing.
Investigation check. Oh no, sorry. Arcana check for this one. Natural
Nice.
20.
Hot damn.
So as you look through the device, you realize that this device is meant to detect just magical power levels, just ambient magical power level. But with that smoky quartz, it is filtering out certain wavelengths of magical energy and enhancing others. It's the kind of thing you might do if you're trying to see a type of magic that, say, Mystra didn't have anything to do with, which makes not a lot of sense, unless it's maybe looking for shadow magic. But didn't the Shadow Weave collapse completely?
Clearly it didn't.
Huh. Fascinating.
Are you under contract now, Lysandra?
I am the contract now.
How did you go so quickly from needing contracts to giving contracts?
Because Vestre Nightwind is very loved in Sempia. It's not hard to find benefactors willing to support this effort.
Can I see, like, using it?
Make it-
Does it show
Make
me
an
anything?
investigation check.
particular?
Yeah, it shows you basically what you would expect, which is that there's a heightened amount of energy through there. You don't fully understand these instruments. You've never used them before, so you don't really understand what they're measuring exactly. But this one seems to be measuring magical energy levels, and it seems to be real fucking high. 24, you know that this modification was added sometime after the device's construction. There are tool marks suggesting that it was done carefully but quickly, kind of like a field adjustment. Also, searching more carefully around the platform, you spot something metallic wedged between two floorboards near the eastern wall.
Ooh. Going over and poke my way at that.
It is a palm-sized brass inlay. So a palm-sized silver disc with brass inlays, intricate brass inlays. The one side appears cracked, and there's a small crystal at its center that's flickering erratically. One moment, I will put this on your sheet.
Ooh. Oh boy.
How do I do this? Let's see. Yes.
Fig says to Lysandra, "Well, I am willing to give you the benefit of the doubt, but I don't know that Corthynd is, so I am not trying to threaten you. I'm just trying to remind you to walk carefully around him."
Oh! Oh! I saw that.
Yeah, the description looks like it's wrong, though. What, do you see what that thing does, or do you see just what it looks like?
Just what it looks like.
Good, okay, cool. Sometimes it's weird how unidentified items work.
I saw it briefly
I know,
flash.
it's because I flickered it. I trust you not to abuse that knowledge.
I've already forgotten what it was.
Good, excellent. Can you ask your question again? I was distracted there.
Me?
Yes.
Fig just said to Lysandra that Fig is willing to choose to believe her, but she should still be careful on Corthynd. She's not trying to threaten Lysandra, just remind her that Corthynd is a hard nut to crack.
Oh, I have noticed. Don't worry about me, though. I would rather you worry about the people who are with me and keeping them safe.
Oh, I worry about them too. Worrying is my job.
Interesting. Some sort of broken device here. I might be able to fix it. Does it look like it goes into any of these instruments, or is it...
No.
Okay.
In fact, you have the instructions for building something like this. Make an Arcana check. Yeah. You're fairly certain that this is a reality anchor that's been broken.
How useful.
So with a little bit of work, you might be able to fix it.
Nice. Yeah, I'll slip that into my pouch.
Of course, you're probably still going to need some crushed stone from the scar.
Well, conveniently,
You're in the scar.
we're in the scar.
Isn't that great?
Oh boy. Yeah. I think this is a reality anchor. It seems to have gotten broken. It doesn't bode well for the exposition if they left one behind. Does it look like there's been any kind of like struggle up here, or they just leave and move on?
Make an investigation check.
Fig is going to direct the conversation with Lysandra to what Lysandra's opinion on the situation in Knoll Pass is. We do not need to roleplay that out.
We can, though, if you would like to.
I would rather... I don't want to interrupt what Rob's doing that
I'm not
much, even though I
the
keep
back and
on
forth is
interrupting.
great. Keep doing it.
All right, well, then she says to Lysandra, well, since we're waiting, do you have any opinions on what's happening in the Knoll Pass?
Something about goblins, right?
An unreal amount of goblins, if I'm frank with you.
Seems terrible for Cormyr.
I was wondering if you had any more insight on to why might be happening. They're far more organized than goblins have ever been.
My guess that there's some person or entity leading those goblins. But I wouldn't know. Cormyr is not exactly my concern.
Bigger lies have never been told.
I understand you're not worried for the welfare of Cormyr as a whole, but the people you have been helping are very close to the pass.
And yet these goblins seem to be pointing their attention south.
Actually, mostly they seem to be pointing their attention to anything that dares go through the pass.
No, they're definitely pointing their attention south. They're whole armies that you guys bypassed.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Retracted. I didn't say that.
Yeah, remember
knew
that, there's a castle in northern Cormyr just south of that pass that's under siege that you guys chose not to go to.
Yeah, because what were we going to do?
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like they just finished their research here and moved on. No sign of a struggle at all.
Is there any indication of where they might have gone?
I mean, Lysandra's already told you where she thinks they went next.
Right. I know that, but I don't.
There was an
trust
indication
Lysandra?
at the market site that they were going to do an eastern location next.
Right.
And that was, I think, Kaelen found that note.
How high up are we?
Oh, like 20 feet, not that high.
What will you do if we find what happened to your professor?
Well, that depends on whether or not I can actually do what she was trying to do. Or do you mean if she's still alive?
I think that's optimistic even for me, but sure, what happens if she's still alive?
If she's still alive, we escort her out and back to Sembia, where hopefully she'll give a lovely amount of detailed information to the Sembian colleges about this fascinating phenomena.
If she's not, are you meant to conclude her research?
Well, that would be my ambition. After all, providing lectures at Sembian universities is a rather lucrative opportunity.
How long have you been in the business of researching magical anomalies?
About 2 weeks.
You really take it as it comes to you, don't you?
Anything else you want to do up there? Anybody else doing anything during all of this?
I think I've found everything that I can here.
Yep.
I'll wait for Corthyndahast to head down and
Yeah, Corthyndahast will go down.
Ah, here they come now.
Falaghard, see any interesting stuff happening to plants out here?
Are there any plants?
Make a perception check.
All right.
Wonder what happens to plants in reality bending space.
There are no plants that Figwyn can see.
Or anything she recognizes as a plant.
There are no plants
She
that Val can see.
She is an Oath of the Ancients paladin. She's not completely uneducated on plants.
No, I just meant plants here may not look like what you could conceive a plant would look like anymore.
Fair.
Corthynd will come down and say, "They have an interesting device up there for measuring magical phenomena. Seem to be specifically tuned to find shadow magic."
That was my conclusion as well.
Fig just kind of looks at him like, of course it is. We're in a shadow scar.
I think we should try to find that eastern camp.
Today, without a guide.
I mean, it's just east,
Well, when you
right?
say it like that,
How
it's
lost can we
a
get?
bad idea.
No, not today without a guide. We are going back to town and we are buying some potions first.
I'll defer to you then.
Is that settled then? We're leaving?
It would seem so.
Very well. She just starts to walk. Back west.
Wonder if we could provide all of the researchers with some kind of leather cuirass at least.
They would have to know how to use it, unfortunately, in 5th edition.
I can't just put it on them and then be like, go.
No, in 5th edition you get no benefits from armor that you are not proficient in.
That's real dumb.
It is real dumb, but it's just the way it is.
Like, once it's on you, all you have to do is wear it.
So it's a product of the fact that both dodging and soaking are the same armor system, so in theory it is offset by them being less mobile. I need a d6 from... who's next? Rob. And one more d6 from Tanis.
Hey.
Eventually, you guys make your way back to that winding path that seems to crawl its way up the side of the crater. It's a little easier going up than it was to go down. More effort, less harrowing. You make your way back out of the crater and leave behind the swirling maelstrom. It is mid-afternoon when you guys emerge, but it's only a few miles back to town. I assume you guys head back?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't take too long.
It's time for a round of drinks.
Maybe another hour, and you guys make your way back to New Tilverton.
Fig's first agenda here is, actually Fig's first agenda is to set up when they're going to meet again next.
With Lysandra?
Yes.
I'll need a few days to find another guide, and I suppose you're planning to take the part of the Purple Dragons for the foreseeable future?
That's what we're here for.
Well, then I won't
Although
have to
if you-
convince...
If you feel the need to convince a squadron to come with us, clearly it
Honestly,
wouldn't be too remiss.
despite the animosity you all feel towards me, I think you're far more capable than a squadron of dragons.
I agree.
And thus, I would rather trust myself to Corthyn's benevolence than risk their lives.
Fig reaches up and very gently pats Lysandra and says, "Luckily for you, Cortland's benevolence has a mind of her own."
3 days. Give me 3 days to find someone else.
Meet here in the morning on the 4th day?
Very well. I'm sure we'll see each other around town.
We are staying in the same tavern.
Indeed. Which reminds me, I should go there first and inform Mira of her father's death. Good day.
Fig does not pity her that job. It is not going to help. Fig is going to go find somebody who sells potions. Party members are welcome
I think
to come
I
with
will
me.
head back with. Sorry. I think I'll head back with Lysandra just to see, mainly just to see how she's telling that story. Kind of get a sense of that.
Because it was.
She thinks I'm pretty dumb, so I'm just gonna linger and go grab a drink and, see if she's seeding discord against us or not.
Yeah, where's Skirble?
You don't know.
He's got a mission.
Yes, over the table, I'm asking, where's Skirble?
Doing things? Doing
Having
scurbly
fun?
things? Having a blast?
I'm
Being
gonna
a
be-
skirble?
Casting my mind around.
Stealing
some-
everybody's ice cream again.
See
You
if I
know
can-
it. As often as
Get
possible.
back in touch with him. But first, I'm gonna go get my manacles.
Yeah. Good plan.
Shadow Steel.
Forgot about that shit.
I'm very glad to have that for when we go back out.
Why are you doing this? No.
Because if I don't, the dragon's nose horn won't stay on.
Not you. I'm fixing something here.
Is that new boot goofing?
What?
It is! It's new boot goofing!
New manacle goofing.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Kixt made, or put a gift from Reno
Oh.
911 on it.
Got it.
And he has new snakeskin cowboy boots, and he does like these little Michael Jackson-esque things in the, but like badly. And
I
he
was
calls it
looking at the chat. That's why I didn't.
new
notice.
board goofing. New boot goofing.
So remind me. Kaelen is going with Lysandra to talk to Varys's daughter. Fig is looking for a place to buy potions. Who else was doing something? Anybody else doing something?
Did you get Corthin?
No, I did not. What is
Get my
Corthin doing?
manacles.
Corthin's going to get his manacles from the guy
Blacksmith.
for the blacksmith. Anybody else?
Del
Just gonna wander
is
around town.
going to the barracks.
Dell's going to the barracks. Okay, cool.
This seems backwards. I'm going to the potion shop, and Dell's going to the barracks.
Honestly, probably good for Tilverton, and he's not going to rearrange all the potions on the poor guy.
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
Big, I think it was you who came here before, wasn't it? And met the super twitchy shopkeep?
No, that was Dell, because he fucked
No.
with her.
Different one.
I don't think so. I think this is the first time I'm taking it under
Somebody
my
has been to the
initiative
Warring
to go.
Circle. I don't remember who came.
Didn't
Del went to
Foul
Broken
go
Mirror.
get
Maybe-
potions?
Maybe it was Foul. All right, well, Fig. It's a narrow 2-story shop with perfectly circular floor plan and windows of colored glass arranged in protective patterns. There are arcane symbols carved into every door frame and windowsill, some going faintly blue in the dim interior. When you head in, you spot a twitchy-looking man in his 50s, maybe. He's got wild gray hair that stands on end as if permanently affected by static electricity. His robes are covered in chalk dust and ink stains, with dozens of amulets hanging from his neck and wrists. Hello. How can I help you?
Hello. I was hoping you might have some healing potions in stock.
Oh, yes. Those seem to be very popular lately. I just sold some just recently. Anyhow, and he reaches down, and there's this massive trunk that he brings up, and he drops on the counter, and he pulls it open, and there are probably 50 potions in there of varying shapes and sizes. What are you looking for?
Well, I'm part of the expedition to go into the Scar. So, as much non-magical, well, non-spell healing as we could get would probably be a good idea.
Non-spell...
Yes, you can't cast magic in the Scar. Strange things happen, and that's how people die.
I don't think any of these potions are spells.
Yes, that's why I want to buy them.
What sort of potion would be a spell?
None of them. But I can't use my usual healing magic because that is a spell.
I'm very confused. So you're wanting to buy some of my potions?
Yes, please. What's the
Excellent.
strongest and your price range?
Oh, the strongest. That would be this. And he picks up a potion that is so ruby red that it actually casts his hand red. Just like it radiates ruby red. Oh, price range, right. Price, this one's a bit pricey. At 5,000 gold pieces. Golden lions. 5,000 golden lions.
Okay, I can't afford that one. What's the next step down?
This one here. And he puts that one very carefully back and pulls out another one. This one's a little less pricey. 2,500 golden lions.
Perhaps you were a bit ambitious when you said best healing.
Yes, she is thinking. What kind of potion could you get for 100 lions?
This one here. It's a very basic potion. Actually, I sell these for 75 golden lions.
Is that the least of your potions?
Yes.
That's expensive.
Oh, okay. I suppose the lack of ingredients is not helping your prices.
No. It's very hard to keep these in stock when there's no access to the capital. But I manage.
Hold on, I'm trying to figure out where my money is. There it is.
There's also this one here. 400 golden lions. It's a little better than that other one.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Big is clearly doing math
Ooh.
because Elsie is doing math.
Yeah, I'm hearing. I'm smelling smoke.
No, it's not my fault. She's gonna pull out 40 tri-crowns.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Put them on the table.
Ooh.
That should be enough for 5 of your basic potions, yes?
Yes. Is that what you want? Because that's
what
also
I can afford.
it's also enough for one of the graders.
Yes, but there's 5 of us.
Oh. Oh, I see.
And I do have a vested interest in keeping them all alive.
Well then, how about this one, and this one? And he takes 5 potions out and lays them gently down on the table.
Sure.
You
I
should
assume
be
they're
getting
all
some
5 identical.
change, right?
What'd you say, Rob?
Yes, I am expecting change. Because I gave him an extra 25 gold because I don't. All my money's in the Tri-Crowns.
Yep. And he will give you back. Well, you actually just give him 39 Tri-Crowns, and he gives you back 5 gold lines.
Okay. I have 69 Tri-Crowns.
Wait,
left.
38. No, 39.
Okay.
No, 38. You give him 38 Tri-Crowns, and he gives you 5 back. 5 gold lines back.
5 gold back. Okay.
Because it's
All right.
375, so 37 plus 5.
Yeah, Look, I tried real hard to do the math for you this time, so.
All right.
So yeah, can you put? All right, just put them on me.
Just, yeah, you've got the counter, right? You've already got one on there, just to up it by 5.
Can you actually just distribute them to everybody?
Yeah, I can do that.
I will put my one.
Everybody, give yourself 1 additional potion of healing. There you go.
Sweet.
And she
Thank you,
will.
Pig.
You're welcome. She will thank the shopkeep and go back to the inn.
Meanwhile, Del, where did you say you were? Oh, you were going to the... Yeah, let's do that. Let's have some fun. You make your way to the barracks. And head inside. What are you doing?
Looking for the armory.
Well, it is not immediately obvious to you, but there is the man standing at the front who looks up as you enter.
Mm-hmm.
May I help you?
You have an armory here?
We do, yes.
I need to requisition some weaponry.
On behalf of whom?
I am attached to the purple dragon that are... Sorry, my brain stopped.
The expedition.
Yeah, the
Scar expedition?
no,
That's
it's
my
not
sandra?
expedition.
Escort.
I can't remember.
Detachment?
The deployed
I see.
knights that are heading into the Scar.
I see. With the Dame Figwyn and the War Wizard, Corthyndahast. Yes, I remember seeing you earlier. What sort of weapons do you need?
What do you have that is ranged?
Not much that's just lying around. Maybe a crossbow or two? Why?
I need one that I can return when I return from the Scar.
I see. You're a spellcaster, aren't you?
Yes.
I understand. I'll tell you what. For 10 gold, I will just sell you a light crossbow and 20 bolts. Significantly less than you would pay over at the general store.
Leg says you're going to need so many more bolts than that.
He's not in this game. Normal people don't carry around 80 volts.
What is the smallest crossbow you have?
The light crossbow. The one I just offered you. It's mostly for training. We don't really use them in combat, which is why I don't feel bad selling it. Especially if it's going to a good purpose.
And Del nods and kind of does some mental math. His hand his fingers in front of him as he kind of goes through the fight earlier. Perhaps a few more bolts than that.
I'll sell you 20 for gold.
Understood. He'll give him 11 gold to get the...
Alright, give me a sec. I will put this in your inventory. Crossbow. Bolt. There you are. Light crossbow and 40 crossbow bolts. Ooh, you are now encumbered. You might want to put some stuff in your bags. Maybe get a backpack. For all this stuff that you're just hauling around in your arms. Ridiculous.
He shouldn't be carrying that much in his arms.
Everything that is on your sheet and not in a bag is just in your arms.
God, why is that?
40 bolts of grove water, all those potions of healing, your rations, your tools. Just carrying them. Anyways. Meanwhile, back at the Hammer and Anvil, Corthyndahast.
Yes.
You make your way in, and the barrel-chested dwarf is still in there hammering away on his anvil as you enter.
Hello.
And he looks up. Ah! You're back. It's good to see you.
Survived my first trip into the Scar.
So you did. Well done. That is not a small thing to claim. You'll be looking for these. And he pulls out a pair of manacles that are jet black.
I am indeed. Those look finely crafted.
Indeed. They also dampen the ability for spellcasters to do their work. Oh, and
I was hoping.
when you affix them, you put their thumbs in here. He shows there's 2 little extra manacles on each manacle, just for thumbs.
How clever.
Aha.
This is outstanding work.
Thank you, I try.
I will be sure to show this to my master. Perhaps you'll be getting some far-off commissions.
Okay. I will put those on your sheet between sessions. I have a note.
Okay, cool. Excellent. I'm so glad
Should've
they
already
turned
made
out
them.
how I liked.
Should have already made them, but I'm a dummy. Sorry.
Is there a? I'm also like periodically casting my mind around to see if I can find Skirball.
Yeah, I know. You haven't found them yet.
Okay. Is there a magic shop in town?
Yeah, so there's this twitchy guy that with a tower and the potions. Same guy.
Hey. Okay. Well, I'll probably head over towards that area eventually. Once I got my manacles. The dogs were biting necrotic, right?
Let me double check. No, piercing.
Oh, okay. I guess I just associated shadows with necrotic.
I think the ghoul was doing necrotic.
Possibly. Maybe not.
No, I'm pretty sure it was because Kaelen deflected the bludgeoning or whatever, but took the necrotic still.
Okay. Cool.
Before I get to Lysandra telling Mira, is there anybody else that was doing something? I know, Fal, you were just wandering around town, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you do find a place that's interesting. There's a peaceful garden enclosure with stone paths winding between flowering plants and commemorative statues. And at its center stands a scale model of Old Tilverton, carved from white marble, eerily beautiful in its detailed recreation of the lost city.
Okay. He'll go check that out and try to kind of see if any of it looks familiar from where they were traveling through.
Yeah, make I think an insight check would be appropriate there. Really good, yeah. Yeah, you can easily see where the north gate is, which you know is where you climb down. You can see the market, which you know is where you found that bubble of reality. You can see there's a tower there next to the market. There wasn't when you were there, but there is one in this model, a tall tower, spire that reaches up towards the heavens. You can see the guild hall, where you guys just were, where you were doing that investigation on the northern end. Write this down for yourself. Because you have studied this, you have advantage on your next check to find something in the scar. To find a location in the scar. Only one. But next time I call for a roll to find a location, which will come up when you start looking for where the researchers were at, you have advantage on it. Okay?
Sounds good. And then just looking for something specifically. There was the devices pointed to the southwest.
Yeah, so you can actually, if you draw a line from where the guild hall was to the southwest, it goes right through where that market square is. So it looks like it's pointed up towards where where the tattered ley line is.
Okay. Cool. Sweet.
Kaelen.
Yeah, he'll head home after that. Cool.
Kaelen, you follow Lysandra into the tavern, and you can see it's fairly busy, and everyone turns and cheers when she enters. And then the cheering stops because they can all see her face. And she just kind of stands there a moment, looking maybe more vulnerable than you've ever seen her look. And she takes a breath and sets her shoulders and starts walking towards a waitress. And as she walks towards her, the waitress just starts crumbling. Because she knows what's about to happen. And she walks up and gently places a hand on her shoulder and says, "I'm so terribly sorry. We found evidence of the researchers, but there were these monstrous hounds. Your father was brave. He was guiding us, but shadow magic lashed out at him. Your father threw himself between the dark energies and young Jace, the healer in our group, and he saved that boy's life, but the Scar's disruption took him. He spoke of you as he died, how proud he was, how much he was sad not to get to see your little ones again. He made me swear to see that you're looked after." And she takes out a small pouch of coins and presses it into Mira's hands. "This won't ease the pain, but it's what he would have wanted. And I promise you, we will find answers to what's going on there. Your father's sacrifice will mean something." And the woman just cries, and Lysandra stands and just holds her for a while. Do you want to make an insight check?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. So, it's pretty obvious to you, because you were fucking there, that a lot of what she just said is not exactly the truth. But all of it was elevating this man who died from just a casual, random freak death to making him sound like a hero.
Yeah. Kaelen will... I mean, that sounds fine to me. I wouldn't change the narrative, but it's good that I heard it so I could tell everyone else.
Mm-hmm. Anything else you want to do there?
I'll probably go and grab a drink and sit at the bar and just kind of listen to any chatter or anything going on in the inn.
As you take a seat, Darvin just places a mug of ale in front of you. On the house, lad.
Thanks. It has been a rough day.
It's only gonna get worse, I think. If you'll excuse me. Makes his way over, puts a hand on Mira's shoulder. You're a little too far away. Maybe make a perception check. Let's see if you can hear what he says. 16. Yeah, you can't quite make it out. But you see her nod. And Lysandra helps her to her feet and starts walking her up the stairs. Darvin makes his way back and settles in at the bar. Damn shame. He was a good man, that Varys.
Hopefully we can find some answers and make sense of it.
Indeed. Is there anything else?
His name one more time.
Darvin Hollowbrook.
Darvin.
Darvin.
The healer, or the quote unquote healer, the guide.
You mean the guy who died? The guy who died was Varys. Varys Tarn.
Varys.
Okay, that was the name I was looking for.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Varys Tarn.
I'll wait until everyone gets back, but I'll probably, do a round and do a cheer to him.
I can't remember. Is there a temple to the gods, Shantae, or anything here?
There is a temple in town. You guys have not visited it to see who it's to yet.
I would like to go visit that.
Okay. It's a modest stone temple divided into 3 distinct, it's like 3 buildings smashed together. And it's dedicated to the gods of the Triad.
Do I think that the gods of the Triad would mind if I sit in their temple and pray to Shantae?
Of course not.
Okay. I'm going to sit in the temple and pray to Shantae about a lot of things, but my main focus is I want to ask her to guide me on what to do with these poppy seeds.
Okay, one moment. I've got to find some notes here.
Since I'm assuming make them into muffins is not the answer.
As you push into the heavy wooden doors, the scent of incense and old stone greets you. Late afternoon sunlight is streaming through the stained glass windows, painting the floor in shifting patterns of crimson justice and sapphire order and pure white mercy. The silence feels different here, not empty, but full of a quiet purpose. The temple's 3 chambers radiate out from the central nave, each doorway marked with its patron symbol. To the left, Torm's gauntlet gleams in burnished brass. Straight ahead, Tyr's balanced scales hang in silver, and to the right, Ilmater's bound hands carved in warm wood. There's a woman near the front, a white-haired priestess who looks up from her prayers at the central altar. Her weathered face breaks into a welcoming smile. Despite her age, she moves with the steady grace of someone whose faith has been her strength for decades. Welcome, child. The Triad's light shines upon all who seek justice, order, or mercy. How may we serve?
Serve a friend of the Triad, my Lady Shantae, and was hoping I could use your serenity here to speak to my lady.
Oh. No, I'm quite certain that they would allow that. But you look like you've seen dark times. Will you tell me what you've encountered?
We just got back from an expedition into the Scar.
Oh my. May I pray with you?
If your Triad is happy for that, then I am happy for it too.
Well, I can only presume that when a purple dragon knight claims to have just returned from the Scar, that she has intentions to go back. Is that not correct?
Oh yes, we're hoping to find answers to the whole situation.
Ah, joining Lady Lysandra in her quest, are we?
We were sent to help expedite this because it seems to be a large problem.
Then yes, I very much would like to pray with you if you will allow it. I'm Lyriel Silent Waters.
I'm Figwyn.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Figwyn.
The same. What? Why are you laughing?
No reason.
You started laughing and the fucking Liberty Fatale from Final Fantasy VIII started playing, and I'm very on edge now.
I think he's laughing because he heard her name.
Yeah. I assume that means something to him. It's not supposed to mean anything to me, is it?
Lyriel
really?
Silent Waters?
Really?
I heard Salad Waters.
No, Silent Waters.
Salad Waters? Okay. Hey, I wasn't gonna ask. Yes, now I see. Zen Friendly made some good.
In a temple of the Triad, you know?
Yes, obviously. Now I get it.
Funny.
I'm sorry, I thought I heard salad. I just was like, okay, that's a weird name, but we're moving forward.
Rude.
Yes, Fig would be happy to pray with her.
Yeah.
I mean, I assume that, like, the Triad also doesn't mind if Fig's like, hey. Because, like, she knows they exist.
Yeah. How does Fig pray?
Honestly, she probably just retracts her armor and kneels and is quiet about, like, she's nothing grandiose, just mentally talking to Shantea, but
What does she say?
she is asking Shantea to watch over them as best she can, and also to guide her on what to do with the poppy seeds.
Make a religion check.
Or peonies, sorry, they're not poppies.
You feel like the only correct thing to do when you've been given a bag full of peace is to sow it. Sow peace wherever you go.
Can I roll something to see if I think something weird will happen if I plant it just inside the scar?
Make an
Just
Arcana
one
check.
peony. I don't know shit.
Yeah, you don't know what'll happen. As you're praying, Lyriel does not kneel, but she does gently put a hand atop your head.
Yeah, it's standard churchy stuff.
Mighty Torm, shield this warrior's courage when shadows seek to break her will. Let her sword arm stay true when darkness whispers its lies. Just Tyr guide her steps on the path of righteousness. When the scar's corruption clouds her judgment, let your scales reveal truth from deception. Merciful Ilmater, when pain and suffering threatens to overwhelm, grant her the strength to endure. Let her bear witness to anguish without losing her compassion. Triad united, wrap this daughter in your protection, where shadow magic seeks to twist and corrupt. Let your light burn steady. Bring her safely home to continue your work in this world. She presses her thumb to your forehead, and for a brief moment it feels damp, maybe a little warm. Carry this blessing, child. The scar may corrupt magic, but faith always endures.
Fig will end with whatever the Faerunian equivalent of Amen is.
It's probably God be with you.
Yeah, I just don't know what, like, the language of the gods is.
Mm-hmm. You have the ability to re-roll any one shadow scar corruption, the magic corruption, on one spell that you cast.
Oh, nice.
You're not re-rolling the corruption itself. You are re-rolling.
But re-rolling its effect.
Whether you have corruption.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah, not the effect, but the whether it even happens at all. Basically, it's a disadvantage, or rather an advantage on your roll to avoid the scar corruption. Write that down in your notes somewhere. I don't have a way to hand that to you.
Trying to figure out where I want to put that.
Yeah. I think we're going to call it here, but you guys have 3 days of downtime, so you might want to be thinking about how you're going to spend those 3 days before next session. Maybe talk it out, discuss what you guys want to do at that time. There are things you can be doing. There's, of course, actual downtime you can take. You can work on practicing skills or whatever, but you can also use that time to, like, craft items or whatever like that. Give me a moment to figure out XP and... Inspirations. Let's see. This guy is.
Corthyn's gonna the next day immediately go back to the scar.
By himself?
Yeah, probably. He's got to get some crushed rock. He forgot. He forgot to get some before they left.
You might be able to find some in town.
It's probably expensive though.
It might be. You've each been awarded 810 XP for all the encounters you were on today.
Hell yeah.
I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in 2 weeks.
Yeah, thank you.
Hooray. Inspirations?